I gotta thank one of my viewers for this one. They recommended I try rubber straps from a company called Divecore. First time I'm hearing about them. So I went over to the website thinking it's another rubber strap company, which is fine. There are a lot of good strap companies out there with different price points for different consumers. It's good to have options, you know? But when I checked out their website, they promote a concept that I haven't seen before. It's their proprietary spring bars. And what's unique about this is that they come with fat 2.5mm quick release spring bars that you usually find on Seiko divers, minus the quick release part. But don't use these on your Seiko divers just yet. I reached out to Divecore on Instagram and they were very happy to send me a few straps to try on. They were especially excited to have me try on their flagship model, the HP Professional, which is an upgraded version of their Vortex model. They're very responsive on IG and email, so I'm pretty confident that if you ever have an issue, they'll respond to you quickly to work out a resolution. So check them out the next time you're looking for a rubber strap. The spring bars that come with Divecore straps have a standard sized tip of 1mm that can be used on your non-Seiko dive watches. Seiko divers require 1.1mm tips on their spring bars, and that leads me into Divecore's next cool feature. The ease of removing the fat spring bars. If you decide to put these straps on your Seiko dive watches, you can easily swap out the existing spring bars with Seiko's fat spring bars that have the correct sized tips of 1.1mm. Of course, you can use the spring bars that come with the strap on your Seikos, but it's important to stick with the manufacturer's specifications. If the tips are too small, the spring bars can move around inside the holes and inadvertently grind the material out. As a result, the lug holes will be enlarged and not in a good way. Going back to the ease of swapping spring bars, most of the quick release style straps that I've handled don't have the open cutout that extends all the way to the end. They usually have a closed end cutout that makes it difficult to take out. But with Divecore, that's not an issue. You just slide out the spring bar and replace it with the one you want. A bonus feature to this design is that it helps with replacing the spring bars into the lugs. Because of this opening, you're able to compress the tips without scrunching the edges like you would on any other strap. Sometimes the strap material gets in the way, which forces the pin fork to get really close to the lugs. With this open cut design, it really helps minimize any potential scratches you would put on the lugs. So let's start with their standard model, the Vortex strap. These straps have the same proprietary quick release spring bar design as their flagship model, so you're getting this feature no matter which strap you get. The strap itself has a soft but durable feel to them. It's made from vulcanized silicone rubber. It is temperature resistant and obviously water resistant. It fits wrist sizes up to 7.5 inches. It's got this diamond pattern on the underside to provide grip and airflow, and has this accordion style design to increase flexibility, similar to Seiko rubber straps. It also has a locking feature on one of the keepers so that it doesn't open up by accident. The only negative to this is that it doesn't open as easily. You have to lift the keeper in order to slide the strap open, but that's the trade-off to this design. The edges are straight cut and maintain 4mm of thickness throughout the entire strap. Other than that, it's pretty standard. It's got a lot of holes lined up close together, so you'll be able to get a good fit. Moving on to their flagship model, the HP Professional Diving Watch Strap. This strap is a big improvement over their Vortex strap. The material has been upgraded to FKM rubber, and the difference is noticeable. The length has increased from 70 over 120mm to 80 over 127mm. The edges have been smoothed out. The buckle side of the strap now has ventilated holes. The underside has these smooth ridges that will help with air and water flow. It still has the 4mm thickness, although it does look thinner in comparison. It's probably a perception thing due to the wavy construction. However, they did thin out the area of what Divecore calls their mono accordion design and increased the thickness of their keepers. The feel of this strap is more comfortable than the Vortex. Maybe it has something to do with the FKM material. It has this grippy feel to it, yet at the same time, it's softer and more flexible than the Vortex. It's just an overall premium feel. and I much prefer it over the Vortex. My wrist size is currently 6.5 inches, and even though this is a longer strap than the Vortex, the excess at the end is neatly tucked in thanks to that locking keeper. So like I mentioned before, their biggest selling point to me is their proprietary quick release spring bars. They're able to support Seiko's 2.5mm ISO rated spring bars, as well as the spring bars supplied by Divecore, which can be used on your Swiss diver's watch. I initially found it weird and funny that Seiko supplied their watches with these fat-looking spring bars, but it makes sense. Their dive watches go through some rigorous testing to be ISO certified, and the thicker the spring bars are, the more pressure it can withstand during extreme underwater activities. Not that 99% of us will actually use it to these extreme measures, but it's a nice talking point for us watch nerds. Even if you're not planning to use these on Seiko divers, the size of the spring bars that come with the strap seem to be more robust than your average spring bar. Next time you're in the market for rubber straps, check out Divecore's website. I'm really impressed with what they're offering. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It really helps motivate me to create more content for you guys. With that said, thanks for watching.